You earn the green jacket. You earn a lifetime invitation. You get the right to drive down Magnolia Lane, tee it up on Thursday morning, and play in the most exclusive golf tournament in the world until the day you physically cannot swing a golf club anymore. That promise is why grown men cry on the 18th green. It is why entire careers, entire legacies, are defined by that one Sunday in April. The green jacket means forever. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can tell you that you don't belong. Except it doesn't mean forever anymore. Something is happening right now behind the iron gates of Augusta National. The men in the green jackets do not want you to know about it yet. What started as a quiet, uncomfortable whisper in the champions' locker room has turned into a formal, structured plan to change the rules of the Masters permanently. They are preparing to revoke the lifetime exemption for past champions. This isn't a locker room rumor from a frustrated player who missed the cut. This isn't a media exaggeration built for clicks. This is a calculated overhaul of the entry criteria, engineered by the most secretive club in the world. And it is going to end the careers of some of the most beloved figures in golf history. Not on their own terms. By force. If you think Augusta National is making a massive mistake by stripping away its greatest tradition, or if you think it's about time they cleared out the aging former winners to make room for the young guys, I want to know. Drop your take in the comments. I read every one. And if you're tired of the sanitized, corporate version of golf news that gets fed to you every week, hit that subscribe button. We deal in reality here. To understand why Augusta is doing this, and why now, you have to look at what the Masters actually is. It is not run by the PGA Tour. It is not run by the USGA. It is not run by the R&A. Augusta National is a private club. They answer to no one. Fred Ridley and the membership hold absolute, dictatorial power over their invitational. For decades, they have operated on a strict code of honor. Former champions are the lifeblood of the tournament's mystique. Think about the memories that define the Masters for you. Jack Nicklaus making that impossible run in 1986 at age 46. Tom Watson shooting under par in his 60s. Fred Couples gliding around the back nine, defying time, year after year. Fans don't just tune in to see the current world number one hit a perfect drive. They tune in for the ghosts. They tune in for the nostalgia. The ceremonial side of the Masters is what separates it from the US Open or the PGA Championship. It is a celebration of the sport's history, played on the same grass where that history was made. But behind closed doors, that nostalgia is no longer treated as a feature. It is being treated as a liability. Over the past 3 years, professional golf has fractured. Fields are shrinking. Pace of play has become a massive television problem. The LIV golf divide has wrecked the world rankings. There are fewer spots available for young players who actually deserve to be in a major championship field based on current form. Augusta National has a strict field limit. They pride themselves on the smallest, most elite field of the 4 majors. They rarely want more than 90 players teeing it up on Thursday. If the number creeps toward 100, the executives get nervous. Look at that field. Every year, 15 to 20 spots are taken by former winners over the age of 50. Men who have no realistic chance of winning. In some cases, struggle to break 80. For a long time, Augusta tolerated this. They sent quiet letters to players when their scores got embarrassingly high, suggesting it might be time to step aside. A gentle nudge. A respectful transition from competitor to spectator. That's over. People inside the club say the quiet suggestions are being replaced by hard criteria. Augusta is terrified of the tournament turning into an exhibition. They watch the broadcast. They see the slow play. They see former champions taking 5 hours to shoot an 82, clogging up the course, while a 22-year-old ranked 45th in the world sits at home because the field was full. Fred Ridley and the competition committee have reportedly drafted new entry criteria. When this leaks, the backlash is going to be enormous. Here is what the new rule is expected to look like. It is no longer a lifetime exemption. It is a performance-gated exemption. The first part is an age cap. The exact number is still debated, but the leading proposal is a hard cutoff at 60. Once a former champion turns 60, their competitive playing days at the Masters are automatically over. No matter who they are, no matter how many green jackets they own, they'll still be invited to the champions' dinner on Tuesday night. They'll still wear the jacket on the grounds and wave to the patrons. But they won't get a tee time. Think about that. Bernhard Langer, who just played his final Masters, had the dignity to make that choice himself. Under these rules, the choice gets taken away. The age cap isn't even the most controversial part. What has former champions furious is the second piece, a relevancy clause. Even if a former champion is well under the age limit, they must maintain a minimum standard of competitive relevance. The proposed metric, make the cut in a major, or finish in the top 50 in a recognized OWGR or LIV golf event at least once every 3 years. Go 3 years without proving you can still compete at the top level, and your exemption is suspended. No exceptions. Does that sound fair to you? This isn't a minor tweak. Augusta is saying that winning the Masters in 2005 does not entitle you to shoot a 79 in 2028. They are choosing the television product over the ceremony. They are turning the Masters from a celebration of the past into a cold judgment of the present. The players know it. Former champions are already talking. These are proud men. These are legends who gave their lives to the sport. They don't take kindly to being told their time is up, especially by a committee of wealthy members who have never hit a competitive golf shot under pressure. One former champion, speaking anonymously to a golf journalist earlier this month, put it simply, "They are trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist. The fans love seeing us. If I shoot a 78, who cares? I earned the right to shoot 78 the day I won the tournament." That sentiment runs deep among the jacket holders. The promise was forever. Now forever comes with conditions. Augusta doesn't care. They care about the brand. They care about prestige. And the leadership believes that watching a 58-year-old former winner struggle up the hill on 18 while shooting 12 over par actively hurts the tournament. So who is the real target of this rule change? It's not just the older guys in their 60s. It's the guys who won a jacket a decade ago and dropped off the map. The players who took LIV golf money, watched their rankings plummet to 800th, and are relying entirely on a past Masters victory to ever play in a major again. Augusta is sending a clear message. You cannot use the green jacket as a shield. If you are not competitive, you do not play. Which brings us to the elephant in the room. The one name that complicates the entire plan. The one player who breaks every rule, defies every metric, and has more pull on the Masters television ratings than Fred Ridley himself. Tiger Woods. He's nearly 50. His body is battered. He plays a handful of events a year and struggles to make the cut. Under the relevancy clause, Tiger could theoretically lose his Masters exemption in the next 5 years. That is the corner Augusta has backed into. If you implement a hard rule for former champions, it has to apply to everyone. Make an exception for Tiger, and the whole system collapses. The other jacket holders would revolt publicly. You can't tell a 2-time champion that he's too old and irrelevant to play, then hand a special pass to Tiger because he drives ratings. Or can you? That's the war inside the Augusta boardroom. One faction wants strict, clean rules. Clear out the old guard. Strengthen the field. Let it play out, even if it means losing Tiger eventually. Another faction remembers what happened when the PGA Tour tried to push out its biggest stars. They know golf is an entertainment product. They know nostalgia sells. And they are terrified of the day a beloved former winner gets a letter saying he's no longer welcome to play on Thursday. So how does Augusta pull this off without a civil war? The way they always do. Quietly. Instead of a press conference, sources say Ridley plans to handle this with surgical precision. The new criteria won't be announced. They'll be enforced internally. The letters go out this winter, not to the press, not to the fans, directly to the players on the chopping block. The letter won't say, "You're banned." It will say the committee has reviewed your recent playing record and strongly believes it's in the best interest of the tournament for you to transition to an honorary invitee. A brutal ultimatum disguised as a polite request. Step down voluntarily, announce your own retirement, and they'll honor you on the first tee. Refuse, and you get stripped of your playing rights in front of the world. A mafia move in a southern accent. The clock is ticking. Inside Augusta, the 2027 Masters is already the deadline for the new era. The older champions are being squeezed out. The irrelevant winners are being targeted. The greatest tradition in professional golf is being rewritten without anyone's permission. The green jacket used to mean forever. It used to be the one safe place in a brutal, unpredictable sport. Now it's a temporary pass, subject to review by a committee that doesn't sleep and doesn't forgive. When the first beloved former champion announces this spring that he has decided not to play, knowing full well he was pushed out, how will the fans react? Will you accept the new, cutthroat Masters? Or will you miss the ghosts? The sport is changing. The majors are changing. The soul of the game is up for grabs. If you think Augusta is destroying its own legacy, Or if you think they're finally making the hard choices the sport needs, get in the comments. The people running this game are counting on your silence. And if you want the real stories the networks won't touch, hit subscribe. The fights in professional golf aren't on the fairways anymore. They're in boardrooms and in letters no one is supposed to see. We're just getting started.